What is up, my butter biscuits? So in today's video, we're going to be discussing my thoughts and opinions on Jeffree Star's new Blood Money collection. If you guys are new here, this is something that I do often when a big makeup collection is coming out. I just give my thoughts and opinions on it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. It's literally just makeup talk. I know things are very difficult when it comes to Jeffree Star because he is such a problematic person, and I know he's very drama filled. However, when discussing this, we're talking about the makeup just on its own. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like a lot of people this day and age obviously do focus on the drama. However, there are quite a few people who don't focus on the drama and say, you know what, I just purchased something that catches my eye and something that looks good to me, and I don't pay attention to the drama behind this brand or the drama behind this person, nothing like that. Which I have to say is actually very difficult for me, because when I was just working at Mac and freelancing on this side, I would literally just look at makeup and be like, oh, I'm gonna buy that, I'm gonna purchase that, and not know anything about the brand, anything about the brand owner, or what type of drama they are in. However, I do feel like this day and age, it is a little bit more difficult being on social media, because you are held to a higher standard as to where you kind of have to be a little politically correct, which I think is very difficult at times, you know, because I will be honest, there are some things of Jeffree Star Cosmetics that really do catch my eye, and I did make the decision to stop purchasing from Jeffree Star Cosmetics after the cremated collection, because I just want to say, okay, and this is just me and my own personal opinion and what I thought was changing. After I watched Shane Dawson's series with Jeffree Star, I saw a whole different side from him, and I'm not talking about the conspiracy docu-series. I'm talking about the one that he did just with Jeffree Star before they decided to do a conspiracy collection. I saw a different side of Jeffree, and I was like, oh my gosh, like maybe he really is changing as a person and growing and stuff like that. And then right after the cremated collection came out, I believe it was in June, I could be wrong on that, with the whole James Charles situation, I was like, ugh, I just saw another complete ugly side of him, and I was like, okay, you guys, maybe he's really not growing, and this is just the person that he is. Because y'all know me, I'm always sitting here saying, like, look, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I feel like everybody can learn and grow and make mistakes, and I feel like not a lot of people are given that opportunity this day and age, with everything being recorded, everything being like saved. You know, it kind of makes things difficult for people, and people don't forgive very easily. And I really thought that he was changing. However, in June, I was just like, ew. I saw a different side of him, and I was just like, ugh, it just completely rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, you know what, I'm no longer going to purchase his brand. However, I still do my thoughts and opinions on it, because I do feel like there are a lot of people out there who are very negatively biased towards his brand specifically. I totally understand, obviously, you know, being a certain type of way towards him, throwing shade at him because he is very a very problematic person. However, at the end of the day, I own 3 of his palettes, and I feel like the quality is absolutely amazing. I think that he creates some very unique stuff. I feel like he makes things with good quality and things that are not on the market. And I always say this, and I do feel like a lot of other channels will say, oh, this product is trash, this is recycled, it's been done before. And I'm just kind of like, but has it really though? Like, a lot of things that he's put out really is unique, and I'm just kind of like, some of these things really do catch my eye, because I just feel like it's so different compared to other brands that are on the market. So what I do this video, it's literally just discussing my thoughts and opinions on the makeup collection, have nothing to do with Jeffree Star's drama. It's literally just makeup talk only. So I just wanted to give that little bit of a description before we go into this, because I feel like it's very tricky with Jeffree Star. You know what I'm saying? Because he is very problematic. However, this is mostly towards the people who are just interested in the makeup and not the drama. So also, another thing too, I want to update you guys. I am currently wearing the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Stick Foundation. Y'all, this is becoming one of my favorite foundations. I absolutely love it. I don't know if I'm tripping, but like, look at my skin right now. I feel like it just looks so good. This foundation is so beautiful. And I wanted to update you guys because I said I'm going to use it without the water jelly, because I do feel like this was not a good match for me. I felt like it made me way too greasy and way too oily by the end of my review. So I wanted to update you guys, and I've been using the foundation by itself without this primer, and I absolutely love it. Like, seriously, this foundation is so bomb. However, though, it is really, really expensive. $39 for 0.44 ounces is just kind of ridiculous. I'm just kind of like, that's really, really expensive if you think about it. You don't even get 1 ounce. The typical foundation is 1 ounce, and that is not even half of an ounce. So it's super expensive. However, it is very beautiful. I'm like looking at my skin right now. I'm like, oh, I feel like my skin has not looked this good in such a long time. And I think it's because of that foundation. So anyways, I wanted to update you guys on that. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. If y'all are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that way you get notified when I upload a new video. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, because I would really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all. So before we get into the actual makeup collection, I do want to point this out right here, that he tweeted this out. He said, new video tomorrow. There has been so much going on, and a lot of you noticed in my last reveal how how off I was. Time to be really transparent. See you in the morning. By the time you guys watch this, his video will actually be out. I'm filming this the night before and he just tweeted this out. So I did want to mention that because I always say time and time again, I feel like Jeffree Star always has to stir the pot and create some type of drama to sell his new collection. And I always say I think that is so dumb. I totally get it and I totally understand it does work. Obviously his collections always sell out and I think it's because he stirs the pot and creates some type of drama, and he hasn't been in the drama for like past like month. So I do think that he is obviously making this video because he does want to get some views to sell his new collection because it is coming out soon. So I just wanted to throw that in there because I don't know, I just feel like he always does something to stir the pot, and I'm just kind of like, y'all, his cosmetics are really good. Like his brand is really good, his quality is really good. I don't feel like he needs to do that, but I don't know why he just feels like he has to be wrapped up in the drama. I think that maybe he just really likes being talked about, you know what I mean? However, this, going into the makeup now, this is the full Blood Money collection right here, and he finally came out with new eyeliners. I believe there is 5 new eyeliners, which I have to say about time. If you guys watch my videos before, I always say it time and time again. He needs to come out with something new. Every single collection is literally always a palette, gloss, lipstick, and merch. Every single one has always been that way. And he finally came out with something new, introducing his new eyeliners to the collection. So he did mention within his video that he wanted to actually do kind of like a big reveal about that, but he thought it would be good to put it within his collection. And I totally agree with him on this because I love when new products are in new collections. And on top of that too, it's actually a very good marketing strategy when you do this because it entices people to buy more from the collection. Because say for example, if you're interested in his eyeliners, you're going to go to his website obviously when they come out, and you're going to see this other stuff on here, and you're going to be enticed to purchase something new as well, so or something different with what you weren't planning on purchasing. So I do feel like as marketing wise, he should have been coming out with new stuff all along. I do really feel like though, okay, as much as I feel like his cosmetics are really good, I do feel like it's time for him to come out with something completely new. Everything that he has done is just kind of a little bit repetitive at this point. But all besides the point, let's go ahead and talk about the palette right here. So this is the Blood Money palette, and this is really weird to me. Okay, let's see if you guys can understand what I'm talking about when I say that I find it to be really pretty but then tacky at the same time, you know. And the reason why I think it's tacky is because of the alligator print or the snake skin print, whatever that is. I just feel like it is not my cup of tea. I don't like those type of prints, especially on a palette. However, at the same time, looking at the corners, I'm going to zoom in right here so you guys can see the edging of the palette. Oh, it looks really pretty, and I actually really like the color of the palette. I just don't, for some reason, I don't know why, I just feel like snake skin print or alligator skin print stuff, just, I don't know, it just looks really tacky to me, and I just feel like that looks tacky. However, the quality is going to be there with a palette. I want to say, like with this palette, actually, I just dropped this. I was carrying it from out of my garage, and y'all, here it's just cement floors, okay? And I dropped it, and it's still in perfect condition. Like the quality is really good with his palettes. I just want to note that because I do feel like they will last a long time. The trunks is such a good idea. I love them. I low-key wish other brands would pick up on the trunk idea because it's just really cool. And I feel like if you guys are clumsy like me and drop stuff all the time, it keeps it safe. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the palette right here. Okay, I just want to say, y'all know me, I love color. Green is not a color that I typically wear a lot for eyeshadow. However, I just want to say, looking at this palette, I actually really do like the color layout. I feel like it is actually very beautiful. If you like greens, I feel like this is really good. I don't know if you guys remember within the Orgy palette, I did the same type of thing, my thoughts and opinions on the Orgy palette, and I was like, you know what, I do not like it at all, and I'm really glad that he came out with that palette after I stopped purchasing from him, because I had said within that video, I was like, you know what, I'm glad this palette is not my cup of tea, because I would have hated to have been like, oh my gosh, I hate that I'm not supporting his brand anymore because this is beautiful. However, I did not like that. This is actually a palette that I would definitely buy, especially because I don't have a palette dedicated to just greens, and obviously he's going with a theme here of coming out with reds and blues and purples and greens and nudes and grays. So he's just ongoing with his theme here. Who knows what is next? But I just want to say, I feel like the colors look very beautiful, and I really have always liked that he has put so much effort into the printing of his eyeshadows. I feel like if you are into packaging, that is just a very eye-catching thing, and it's really pretty. So this is another thing that I want to say. This is why I feel like sometimes people are just so negatively biased, because at the end of the day, we can sit here and appreciate the beauty of a palette or appreciate the quality of a palette and still say, okay, the owner kind of sucks. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about Jeffree Star. I feel like he is not the best person. He's very problematic. He's just so wrapped up in the drama, and the things that he has done, and what he did with James Charles is just, It's just, you know what I mean? Like I said before, it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth because I truly have always felt Jeffree Star can really be such a huge, I mean, obviously he really is such a huge beauty mogul, but he could be so much bigger than what he is. But that drama holds him back, in my personal opinion, because some of the things that he creates, honestly, are nothing like out on the market. You know what I'm saying? When you go to Sephora, it's very rare to see something like Jeffree Star's. You know what I mean? So when I look at this, I just want to say right off the bat, if I was supporting Jeffree Star Cosmetics at the moment, I would definitely buy this. I feel like it is very, very beautiful. It matches what I'm wearing right now, and I could probably create a really bomb eye look with what I'm wearing right now. The color story is amazing. So I really, really like it. I just don't like the alligator print on it. I just feel like that looks really tacky, but that is me. So let's go ahead and move on to the mini Velour liquid lipstick set. Okay. So here are all the lip models right here. And honestly, y'all, I'm not a fan of this. This I would not buy. I said this before recently. If you guys go back to my Instagram, I used to wear the most dramatic makeup. And I used to wear like bright, bold blues and greens and just really out there colors. And the older I get, the more I'm just like nude. And it's so crazy for me to say because if you guys check back on my old videos, I'm like, that's so boring. Nudes are so boring. And here I am wearing a nude in like every tutorial that I do now because my eyes are so dramatic. I used to do something dramatic on the eyes and dramatic on the lips. However, now it's one or the other. And this is a collection, or I'm sorry, a set that I just would not purchase because the only colors that I like in here are the bottom three. So that like kind of, how do you describe that? Like mustardy brown, the olive green, and then the army green. Those three right there. And you know what? I would wear the chocolate brown too. I would wear that as well. However, that mint green, I'm sorry, but that it is just not cute. I don't like it. The one next to it, I probably would only wear if I was gonna do like a dramatic like holiday look. You know what I mean? The one next to it, I don't really like it, and then the bottom right, don't really like it either. So yeah, I don't know. To be honest with you though, I have never purchased a velour liquid lipstick set from Jeffree Star because I've only ever really liked like one or two. And to be honest with you, if I was purchasing this collection, because I know a lot of people ask me like, what would you buy? Out of this one, the main one that I would purchase from this would be that mustardy brown because I don't have a color like that. The rest of them, even the olive green, I actually have one like that. The army green, I have one like that. And the chocolatey brown, I do have one like that as well too. So the only one that I would purchase that if it was sold, you know, individually would be that mustardy brown. I feel like that's a very, very unique color, and I feel like that is beautiful. Like, I really, really like that color, to be honest with y'all. So, moving on here, y'all know this has been in my anti-haul even when I was purchasing Jeffree Star Cosmetics. These are his highlighters. I don't know the name of them, but they're like, is it like Extreme Frost or something? Y'all, these highlighters are $50. $50. And I'm sorry, it's just not for me. Like I always said before, like this is the type of highlight I like, a very natural, soft highlight. Yes, when I'm doing a very dramatic look, I will put on a more intense highlight, but this is what I wear like on a daily basis, which is kind of a like a glow from within type of highlight. This to me, I've seen it before and it just looks like straight up like glitter on the face, and it's just not my cup of tea. On top of that too, I couldn't imagine spending $50 on a highlight. And he's over here obviously marketing it as it's very luxurious because it comes in a big old like ring box, and I'm like, okay, y'all, who really needs that? And on top of that, y'all, I shop at 99-cent store every single Christmas for my Christmas supplies, and every single year I always see a type of like ring box there, you know what I mean? So you can put a gift inside. So I'm like, okay, how much is that packaging? And he's making it seem like it's so expensive to make that. Like, come on. Yeah, it's cute, it's a good idea, but for $50, it's just not for me. But y'all know me, I'm cheap, especially when it comes to stuff like that. I'll spend my money on eyeshadows because I'm obsessed with eyeshadows, but $50 for a highlight? Like, no, you have got me so far tore up on that. Anyways, I completely forgot to give you guys the pricing on things. So the palette is $52 and the mini green velour liquid lipstick bundle is $52. Sorry about that, y'all. I got way too ahead of myself, obviously talking about the collection, but we're gonna go ahead and move on now to the new product, which I want to say about time. If you guys have been watching my videos on Jeffree Star when I do my thoughts and opinions on his new collection, I've always said it's just repetitive. It's the same thing. He needs to introduce some new products within these collections, and finally he did. So this is the automatic eyeliner, which is $20 right here. And this is me. Okay, look, y'all, I'm not even trying to be shady, but is it just me, or are these eye swatches just kind of, I don't know, they look a little weird to me. I don't know if they look like smoothed out or like, I don't know what, I don't know, something's just throwing my eye off with these. And if you zoom in actually on the lime green one, it just doesn't look very good. Like, y'all, I don't know if you guys have ever paid attention before. I have mentioned it, I forget in which collection. His lip gloss swatches are just terrible. Every single time I look at them, I'm like, oh, they just don't look good. They look very grainy and splotchy and separated. And I know a lot of you guys have actually sent me your own pictures because I mentioned this in a lot of Jeffree Star videos. I'm like, every single time I see a lip gloss swatch from Jeffree Star, I'm like, ugh, it just doesn't look good. However, you guys actually on Instagram, I got so many DMs, and one, I forgot what collection it was when I had mentioned that. I think it was the cremated palette collection, where I was like, these look horrible. The swatches look so bad. And then a bunch of people actually started DMing me pictures of them wearing it and that it didn't look like that on the lips. However, one would think if the campaign image looks like that, then it's probably going to look like that. However, I don't know what's up with him and that. So I just want to say about these new automatic eyeliners right here, they are $20. Did I already mention that? I feel like I did. The colors to me are just kind of like whatever, you know what I mean? I feel like I actually kind of have everything like this except for the bottom right one, which kind of looks like it has a shift between brown and green. I feel like that is actually very, very beautiful. But everything else, I'm just kind of like, I'm not really too like wowed by it, but I do think that the colors go very, very well with the collection. I do wonder how his formula is because I feel like it's very difficult to get a eyeliner to actually stay and hold all day, which, by the way, still till this day, I haven't found one better than the Makeup Forever Water XL pencils. Those ones in the waterline are amazing. They are like truly water resistant and hold all day long. I haven't found another one that's good in the waterline like that, because these are all actually, as you guys can see, in the waterline as well as on top. So anyways, moving on here now to the glosses. Okay, so these actually do look a little bit better. However, if you zoom in on this top right one here, you guys can see what I'm talking about when I say it looks splotchy and separated. It just, I don't know, it doesn't look very good. And it's really crazy to me because I don't know if Jasmina is actually in charge of editing the pictures that she takes, or if somebody else edits them, but I just feel like, I don't know, it just doesn't look very well, you know, especially within the cremated collection, y'all. Those glosses were ooh. But anyways, this bottom left one still too, it looks very splotchy as well. I don't know why his glosses look like that. I know you guys have showed me time and time again that they don't look like that on the lips, but in the pictures it just does. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this because the top left one, same thing. Let me go ahead and zoom in right there so that way you guys can see. It just looks very splotchy. I don't know. I always say this about the imagery. Obviously, you want it to look as perfect as possible because that's what's selling your collection. Obviously, you don't want it to be unrealistic, but when I first looked at his glosses, and I have never tried his formula of glosses, when I first looked at them, I was like, oh, they look like they would be terrible. Like when he was introducing the gloss collection, when they were like coming out, I was like, y'all, those swatches were bad. They were so bad. I have not seen gloss swatches that bad in such a long time. However, I do want to say the color of this top left one here that has that reflect of green looks absolutely beautiful. I just feel like, I don't know what's up with the images with these. Like Jasmina, if she does these, I would be actually very, very surprised if she, I mean, I know she does them because she is the lip model, but what I mean by does them is if she actually edits them, because I don't know, I feel like her lip art is just so perfect, like so beautiful and so amazing that I'm just thrown off by these. Every time I look at them, I'm like, they look a little, I don't know, they just look separated and splotchy. But I don't know, y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions on that, because every single time I see it, I know everyone always DMs me and they're like, no, it doesn't really look like that, look how it looks on the lips. And I get that. However, every single time I see these swatches, I'm just like, ew. All right, and the last thing on the list as far as cosmetics before we go into the merch is the Sativa Cannabis Infused Lip Balm, which this is actually something that would intrigue me because I love lip balms. However, $18 is pretty pricey for a lip balm, but maybe because this is cannabis infused, which, by the way, I just want to throw out there, like, I have no idea what cannabis does for the skin. I purchased before the Glam Glow Moisture Trip moisturizer, and I really, really did like that. However, that is supposed to be cannabis infused, and I didn't notice any type of difference. I felt like it was just a regular moisturizer to me. I don't know, I didn't feel like it did anything too amazing for my skin, you know what I'm saying? However, CBD cream for my back has been working amazing, so I wonder what a cannabis infused lip balm would do for my lips, because during the winter months, my lips get so dry. So I'm really curious. Y'all can let me know like what it would do for the lips. As far as for the skin, I tried that before with the Moisture Trip from Glam Glow, and I don't know, I don't feel like that did anything too amazing for my skin. So anyways, moving on here to the merch. So these are his mirrors right here, which I want to say I feel like are very, very cute. I actually had always wanted to purchase one of his mirrors, and my subscriber Renelle Smith, shout out to you, boo, I appreciate y'all. This was just so sweet. For 100K, she actually sent me the Jeffree Star Cosmetics the Orgy palette mirror, the dark brown one. I normally have it right here, but I left it on my couch while I was doing my makeup. And it's actually a really good quality mirror and very, very light. So this was the thing that I was always skeptical to purchase a mirror, because y'all, I like a light mirror in my hand, because y'all, I'll be doing my makeup for like 2 hours sometimes, you know, if I'm doing a dramatic look, and it just gets heavy, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have a vanity, so I just hold a hand mirror. They're very light with being good quality, because I dropped it a couple times and it is still good. So if you guys have ever wanted to try his mirrors, I do think that they are actually very, very nice and good quality. Going on into the bags here, so this is actually that print once again that I just do not like. I do love a crossbody bag or like a fanny pack. This to me is just not cute. I feel like it's very tacky, especially with it being that dark green and a gold star. I don't know, to me it's just very tacky, but to each their own. And look, I'm no one obviously to be giving any type of fashion sense, y'all. I wear Walmart clothes 24/7. I'm literally in a hoodie or a Walmart shirt like every day, so you know what I'm saying? I don't know much about fashion, but I know that this to me is tacky and I just don't like it. I don't like any type of like reptile skin print on any type of like clothes or accessories. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't like it. And this is another thing I forgot to mention as well too. If you guys are ever interested in purchasing his bag, I forgot to mention within my cremated palette review that I actually purchased the cremated carry-all bag, the one that's like a marble black print. Y'all, that one caught my eye. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, and I purchased it. And when I was watching his video, I thought that it was actually very small, and when it came in person, I'm like, y'all, this holds like all my everyday makeup and then some. It does really carry a lot of stuff, and I believe that was only like 25 or 30 bucks, which by the way, these same type of bags are the same price at Ulta. So if you guys are interested in that, it's very, very good quality and I really like them. That one that he's coming out with here, that I personally don't really like that color. However, the bag is cute and it does carry a lot of stuff. It's very practical. So moving on here into the bomber jacket, y'all, I'm sorry, but I said this before in the Bloodlust collection with the bomber jacket, these are just so not cute to me. I do not like it. The gold and the green with that print on the back, I just don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. But hey, to each their own, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions on it. I just really don't like it. To me, I feel like it's very tacky, and I don't know, I don't ever see him wearing it, you know what I'm saying? So what does that say about it? Did y'all ever see him in the Bloodlust bomber jacket? No, you didn't. So I feel like he kind of probably thinks it's a little bit tacky himself. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's just not very cute. That's just my personal, you know, opinion on it. I don't want to like, you know, come across harsh, because I do know obviously a lot of people, you know, look, we all have different preferences. And I feel like people get really, really mad if you disagree with them. Or if like, say for example, if I think a palette is cute and y'all think it's ugly, it's just kind of like, it's just a difference of opinion, a difference of preference. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole collection. Overall, I actually think it's very cute. I feel like it's a very cool concept. The palette to me is very, very beautiful, and I really do like it. If I was supporting his brand, I would definitely purchase that. Which I feel like is like, I understand this is why people say that I'm always like wishy-washy when it comes to Jeffree Star, because there is a side of me, and I mentioned this before, if you guys have watched my old videos, Jeffree Star is actually the reason why I got into makeup. However, I come to see obviously throughout the years that he's just not a very good person, you know what I mean? Yes, he does very charitable things, and I think that that's absolutely amazing. However, I don't know, like the shadiness of him, it just rubs me the wrong way. But at the end of the day, I want to say I have purchased his products before, and I feel like they're very, very good quality. So if you're the type of person who doesn't focus on the drama and you focus on the makeup only, then his products are really good. And this palette to me, I feel like is very, very beautiful. I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts and opinions. I know I totally understand. I wanted to touch on the topic of me being wishy-washy, because a lot of people do say that about me when it comes with Jeffree. They're like, oh, well, you say you like his products, but you don't like him. So which one is it? And it's like, you guys, I separate the makeup from the brand owner. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, I made the decision to start purchasing his brand because I just don't like the things that he does. It just leaves a very bad taste in my mouth. But if he was a good person, y'all, like as far as him not being shady and just, you know, being conniving, I would 100% support his brand on everything, because I feel like the quality is there and I feel like the uniqueness is there, and he puts in a really, really cool concept to his makeup that I feel is not out there on the market. But that's just my personal opinion. You guys let me know what you think about it, and I'll catch y'all in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.